Good morning, friends. Happy Monday. Here's your Monday Minute. Today I have Jennifer with us. Jennifer is one of our therapists at Mayfield, and we wanted to talk about the concept of boundaries today. And this is a really broad and big topic. So we're going to kind of go to one of the foundational pieces in boundaries, which is talking about our values and what do we value. So Jennifer has an activity that kind of helps us to identify that.
Yeah, so boundaries are the limits that we set for ourselves in relationships. They enable us to be able to say no to people when we want to, but also open us up to be able to develop healthy intimacy and be vulnerable in our relationships. Yeah. So a crucial step to setting boundaries is knowing what we need to protect, like what our values are. Yeah. And in this activity, we're going to refer to them as our treasures to make it even more powerful.
I like that.
We're going to ask ourselves 3 questions. And the first one is, what do I want to protect? What are my treasures? And so to brainstorm, like listing out a bunch of values or treasures. So that could be my time, my money, my family, my health. So a bunch of things that are important to us. The second question is, how do I want this to be treated? So picking the top 3 is beneficial because we don't want to go overboard.
Yeah, it's overwhelming.
So picking the top 3 and saying, how do I want this treasure to be treated? So treasure number 1 could be time. How do I want this to be treated by other people? How do I want this to look? How am I going to set an appropriate boundary that allows me to say no, but also open up to people and, like I said, develop that healthy intimacy? Yeah. And the third question is, what am I going to do to protect it? So oftentimes I think that it's easy to expect other people to know how we want things to be protected or treated. And so knowing what our own role is and then also knowing what we want to expect from other people, I think is very beneficial. Boundaries start with knowing what our values are, naming those values or treasures, and then knowing exactly what we're protecting and what we need to do to get there.
I think that third question that you shared is so key. Because if I don't even know what I'm willing to do to protect something, how can I expect somebody else to know how to respond to me in that regard? So I think that's really, really powerful. And I really want to challenge you guys this week to think through, what are my values? I think it's really easy to just sort of think that we know what they are, but if we really had to put them into words, sometimes it can be challenging to find what those things are. And then if you can get there and list 2 or 3 different values that you hold, kind of walk yourself through those questions. How do I want other people to treat my treasures? And how am I willing to treat my treasures? And just see what comes up in you. I think it's easy to see what we value based on how we spend our time and our money. And so I think that is an easy place to start in identifying our values. So see what you can come up with. See what you notice inside yourselves. So friends, get yourselves to Friday. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday.